Hi everyone, thank you for visiting my channel. Today we're going to talk about clairsentient empaths. As a clairsentient empath, I was able to feel energy by touching someone, shaking someone's hand, or standing next to them. I can also feel someone's individual, unique energy signature by holding one of their personal items, such as their clothes, something that they hold on to every day, jewelry, a wallet, anything that's very important to them. Also, growing up can be a very confusing time for a lot of clairsentient empaths because as a child, you don't know what's going on. It's very confusing. I would go into my friends' homes and I would feel a little bit anxiety ridden, and I would feel dizzy. And I would go, when I went to school, I would feel the energy in the classrooms. I didn't know really what was going on. And as I got older, I started to get really bad anxiety. Throughout my life, I've been able to stand next to family members, friends, strangers that I just met, and I could say, hey, are you okay? What's going on with this part of your body? Or what's going on with that part of your body? And they would say, well, how do you know this? And I'll say, well, when I stand next to you, whatever you're dealing with, I feel in my body. So say that your shoulder hurts or your back hurts or you have a headache or something's wrong with your foot or whatever. I will feel that same sensation if I'm standing next to you or if I'm shaking your hand. That energy in your hand coming from you will go into my hand and radiate all the way up. And sometimes it stays there for a while. Now, going back to the anxiety issue, this can be a problem. If you're dealing with too much anxiety, it can just completely zap you and just suck all the energy from you. It could cause you to have anxiety because you think you're going to have anxiety going to certain places like crowds or the grocery store, driving or whatever. It starts to mess with your mind a little bit because you think, oh my gosh, what if I have anxiety here? What if I have anxiety there? What if I have anxiety there? It's just so ridiculous. And you just have to do a lot of grounding and visualize and imagine all of your chakras lit up. So you have your root chakra, imagine that bright red. You have your sacral chakra, imagine that orange. Solar plexus, imagine that yellow. Your heart, imagine that green. Your throat is blue. Your third eye is indigo. And your crown chakra is violet. Think about all those lit up. And something that I've learned from Barbara Marciniak, who channels the Pleiadians, she's been doing it since 1988. She says something that's very important. She says, you must say, I'm at the right place at the right time, and everything will work out far better than I ever imagined. Say that every day. Do your sage smudging. Do your meditating. Light up your chakras. Just imagine that protective, healing, golden light around you. And remember to release any negative thoughts. And also remember that your thoughts create your reality. So whatever you're thinking about over and over and over and over again, that's what you're going to create. And it literally took me probably 35 years to figure out that that's what I was supposed to do. And I'm grateful for all the experiences that I did have, and I'm grateful for all of the people, good and not so good, that came in and out of my life that taught me some very valuable lessons. I also take CBD oil. I also listen to ASMR, and if those of you don't know what ASMR is, it's called Auditory Sensory Meridian Response. There's thousands and thousands of ASMR videos on YouTube. I have my favorites, and that has relaxed me a lot throughout the times where I was really anxiety-ridden, because the sounds really relaxed me. And also, there are ambiance videos where you listen to rain or you listen to like different sounds, like if you're in like a winter wonderland. It's very soothing, I have found. And another very, very serious life lesson that a lot of clairsentient empaths learn and still have to learn is the whole sexual relationship issue. For clairsentient empaths, it's important that your partner is on the same level with you, understands you, is feels the same way about you. You trust them. Because when you get to that point where you're having a sexual encounter with somebody, both of your auras literally melt together. Whatever trauma or shadow or anything that hasn't been dealt with, emotional dysfunction, anything like that, that goes into your auric field. And if you're not protected, or if you're not taking the responsibility to strengthen your auric field, some of that poison and that toxin gets in there, and then you have to end up cleansing yourself. What I've learned being a clairsentient empath is when I come across someone who's very negative or has an entity or is low vibrational, I try to get out of there fast. I can feel that person's energetic signature immediately. There are a lot of people out there that have some very, very bad things attached to them. And it's because of what they subject themselves to. It could be misuse of alcohol, drugs, pornography, be a lot of hate and anger, just things like that. I suggest if you come across someone like that, you just feel uncomfortable and you can feel that really low energy from them, and sometimes you can feel them sucking your energy. I suggest just getting out of that situation as fast as you can. There's no reason for you to stick around. And if you have these same abilities, you know as well as I do that going into a funeral home or going to a funeral or going into an old house or going into a place that is known to be haunted is a very, very challenging thing to do. And along with being a clairsentient empath, you can have other abilities. Like I have healing abilities. My hands get hot. My feet get hot. I can feel some amazing sensations sometimes. I've been having third eye sensations. My head will pulse right here, and I get visions and I get downloads and I get intuitive messages, and my dreams are insane. There's just so much going on. It's just, it's just not one thing. As far as a diet, I don't really follow any strict diet. I drink a lot of fresh squeezed lemon water, and the water is alkaline. So I do that. I stay away from eating too much sugar. I like little treats here and there. I don't go overboard. I'm very much about moderation. And so I'm going to end this video with a little story that I think is very, very interesting. I'm not going to say who this person is, but I'm just going to say that someone very close to me was having sexual tension, and they did not tell me. But all I had to do was stand next to them, and my body started feeling sexual tension, which was extremely annoying, but I understood what they were going through, and it was just so frustrating. And I said, I'm feeling some sexual tension. And they said, yeah, you're right. I'm having some major issues right now. And I felt that in my body. And we talked about it. So you don't know who you're going to come across from day to day. You don't know what they're dealing with. Some people wake up and they're miserable. Some people wake up and they're happy. Some people wake up and they just, they don't like what's happening in their life. Some people wake up and they have this beautiful energy that just emanates off of them. You don't know who you're going to come across. It can be very challenging. You just have to take responsibility for your own meditating, your own grounding. Just, take responsibility and to protect yourself. Practice a lot of self love, release those negative thoughts, and remember to say, I'm at the right place at the right time, and everything will work out far better than I ever imagined. And remember, you create your reality. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for joining me on my channel. And if you liked it, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.